Hello, welcome to SquishiVision, where in this instance I'm going to give my immediate thoughts on Kayshon His Eyes Open, the latest episode of Lower Decks. Just watched it, not time to dig through any of the details. This isn't going to be like a deep dive or detailed analysis. I'm just going to give you my immediate thoughts. Where did the phases come from? Because when they're beamed over, I'm pretty sure they didn't have any phases attached to the belts, but these are the big phases which have to be attached externally, yet somehow they managed to pull them out somewhere. So clearly the officers in here have hammer space technology. I thought that was moderately amusing. I should mention, in case you haven't watched my previous ones, I'm not massively into the humor of this show. That's a personal thing, not a show problem. You should watch the previous one to kind of get my bigger thoughts. For that, my bigger thoughts, my full thoughts of that. But okay, so yeah, Boiler's back on the Cerritos, or a clone of him is, which, to be fair, I didn't see coming. I said last week I was going to be annoyed if that was where it eventually turned out, because after his entire... I realize it's not a serious show, but after I just hate that whole Schadenfreude humor of someone desperately wanting something for ages in their life, eventually getting it and then not working out, and then having to go back. I really dislike that. Um, I like how the edge of my frame matches up with the pants of Ranforth. It's like they're slipping behind him. Anyway, in a sense that still happens to a boiler through circumstances which has nothing to do with his fault. In fact, if anything, he did something good, and his reward was a demotion. Also, actually, no, I'll finish my thought first. I need to see what's back, and I really wasn't massively kind of happy about that. I just think it's not fair. And again, I know it's not serious, but I'm just not into Schadenfreude's humor. Also, why did he need to get demoted? Like, surely he could keep his promotion. I mean, Ryder got promoted for doing the teleport thing, so surely it cancels it out and you can keep his extra rank, right? You don't need to demote him to an ensign, but whatever, I guess. Um, pretty dark that we see giant Spock skeleton in this episode. I've not actually seen any of the animated series, and I need to. I think it's like the one. Actually, it is. It's the only Star Trek series I've not seen any episodes of. Um, so I just had to read that up. But yeah, there's an episode of Star Trek where there's a giant Spock. Um, and apparently this is his skeleton, and that's pretty dark, I guess. Probably there's other references in this episode as well. Actually, you can probably dig through, and someone's probably made an Easter egg compilation of. I thought a lot of humor of this episode was going to be the new security officer. I've forgotten the name of his. I've forgotten his name. I've forgotten his species name. I am familiar with the episode. And it's a brilliant episode of Star Trek Next Generation where they have to try and communicate, and he only speaks in similes. I thought a lot of humor was going to be him purely speaking similes, but apparently it makes sense actually. To be fair, they've managed to adapt and improve on the universal translator, so it mostly translates what he's meant to be saying as normal speech. But again, he doesn't speak much in the episode anyway, because he gets turned into a puppet, which I love. It makes no sense, but it's funny. A similar thing happened in Angel, and that was funny. So I was into that kind of as a thing. So I don't mind that much. Yeah, like there's probably other Easter eggs. I like the whole. Oh, maybe we should give command to someone else because it's not working with us two as the solution, um, which is nice. Although it's kind of like, yeah, well, no, I guess that works as an arc. I'm not sure if it. I mean, this episode's very episodic, so things don't really move from one to the other. So I'm not sure if it's gonna pay off, but I like that. What else about this episode? Okay, and this okay as a final note because I'll wrap it up because again, like I said, it's not my cup of tea, so I won't stick with negatives. But okay, this is weird because I was just doing my reaction to the latest episode of what if what if the world lost its mightiest heroes, um, and comes how even though it's Jeremy Renner still voicing Hawkeye, it somehow didn't sound like Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, and it was really off-putting. Somehow, even though this is Jonathan Frakes voicing William Riker, It doesn't sound like Jonathan Frakes. I don't understand why. It's really off-putting. I think it's because he's not speaking in the same cadence. I think he's speaking at a faster cadence, and it doesn't sound like his normal inflection. But it's really off-putting. So nice if possible. I hope we don't hear more of him in this series. I mean, I'll hopefully see him in live action because that's great, like in Picard. But I mean, what is like kind of scowl and kind of squint and grin and like cheeky look at this. I'm trying to impersonate, but I'm clearly not good at replicating other people's body language. Without any of that, it just doesn't sound like Riker. If I didn't know it was Riker, I might. Look, I'm not making the emotional connection with Riker. I think is the problem, which I kind of want to. Also, I should probably start speaking here and not leave forward speaking here. I did that instinctively because I realized I wasn't in focus and I wanted to give it some look onto, but I realized that my mic's actually up here and I'm kind of talking them here. So if I've been quiet this time video, apologies. That's why. Okay, well, I'll end it there. I think I interrupted my point, and now it seems foolish to go back to it. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna quickly finish this part of my burger, and then we're gonna react to the Eternals trailer. In fact, no, we're gonna react to the Eternals trailer, and then I'm gonna straight into and react to the Spider-Man trailer. I think I should keep it separate. Okay, I'm gonna react to the Eternals trailer, and then I'm gonna react to the Spider-Man trailer. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. That was the wrong place to go.